Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
Right to the air is Burrow.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they wouldn't move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Shreds him with a stiff arm. It'll be just an 18-yard punt.
And the Jets will take over.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
To throw again is Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. And his kick is indeed good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
On one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now it's Burrow. And he will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started, you know, you have to get your...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Christian McCaffrey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead.
So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just
got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. big-time play, big-time result.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Now it's Burrow. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 2, ready?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So a second NFL interception for him, and he is looking the part here in year one.
And normally, partner, you talk about cornerbacks and safeties being the ball hawk type of guys, and they always will be because they'll get more opportunities. But this young man has potential to be a ball hawk from the linebacker position. I think that's why he was drafted as high as he was, and he'll stay on the field on most downs.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Jets coming in looking for win number 6 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Bengalsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Touchdown!
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
They go quickly here out to Moore. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Jets! Elijah Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have regained the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 29, Burrow. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On one, ready?
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
To the air again, Burrow. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals have yet again retaken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20-plus. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And some room to work. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a jet touchdown. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick-6, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. First down, here's Burrow. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I play?
Yeah. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that will make this a 19-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
On 2.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Yes, sir.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And this one is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now a throw here to his running back. There's a nice move. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
On 1, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Well, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Burrow will throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Play action. It's Burrow. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Conklin, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
From the 27, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. A solid stiff arm, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they send the tight end in motion left.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The point after is good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
The ball comes out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now down to 20. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Ready? 564, free.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now Wilson on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson will throw again.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. And that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
They'll run with Hall.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Moore, the man in motion.
One more time with Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 MT. Hey. Go.
Burrow on play action. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, a run with Strong.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Wilson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing.
And my goodness, another interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Pat Fryermuth
From 8 yards out. And the Jets up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is now an even 30. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. Here's Burrow. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Give to Hall running right. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their up.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on